So continuing off exactly where we left off. We're going back to Nashkel and get our gold, and to tell Azado that we have a dragon head. Go to Nashkel. Alright, we got some paladins. I have something in my mouth, sorry. I have finally found you, Cadieres and Zeralik Hatter. The authorities in Kalimport have claimed that you are dangerous criminals and sent numerous adventurers seeking your heads. I and my companions are among those who set out on this quest. Since if you are what they claim, it would be our duty to stop you, but odd things are happening in Kalimsham. Those in power there are questionable character, and I have my doubts about the truth of what the authorities claim. I needed to see for myself to determine what must be done. The authorities in Kalimsham are not to be trusted. I am not a criminal they claim. There are definitely many evil people in power in that nation, and what you say may be true, but I can hardly just take your word for it. Can you explain why they would have put such a large bounty on your head if you are not a criminal they claim? You attempt to explain your situation. We are only said to be criminals because we oppose the plans of Calamus Zakar to release a demon Azgulkar upon the world. A remarkable story, but it is corroborated by other things I've heard about the events in Kalimsham. What's more, as I sense no evil from you, my conclusion is that you've been wrongly accused. I and my companions will decline to seek the bounty on your heads. You're free to go. You.
Enough! I can...
So, we need to get the gold back. So I had talked to the farmer before, but then I loaded a save and didn't talk to him. So, we need to run down here and talk to the farmer, and then go to the spot he tells us to go to. Here, Ubluk. Here's the head. 30,000 gold and 900 XP for slaying an evil dragon. The gold rewards for quests on this mod are so funny. They're like always so low compared to everything else that you just sell to vendors. Let's see. Where is the farmer? There he is.
Wait, what can I...
Let me, here, I need to talk to him. Alright, we already did this. Let's go to the clearing. Halfling. Frago Hedgethorn.
What do you want?
It appears you finally located Frago Hedgethorn. The halfling looks at you suspiciously. Something I can do for you? Are you here to purchase healing spells or supplies from me? Actually, I'm trying to locate the notorious pickpocket Vitier. I have reason to believe you might know something. Yeah, I've had dealings with Vitier. He comes to me for healing, like others who want to steer clear of law-abiding temples, but why should I tell you anything and risk losing a good customer? Is it really good for your reputation to be associated with people like that? Maybe it isn't. Very well. I'll tell you where to find its hideout. It's in an old abandoned house a little way to the south of Bearghost. It's sunk in a pool of water, but Vitier and some of his pals have sealed off the basement and made it livable. You can find a secret door leading there near some stones on the south of the house. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Alright. You... Go to the sunken house. Go to the pile of rocks. Searching. Alright. Another druid level. Infinite elemental shape. Perfect. So you get that level 26. I wasn't sure what level you get that at. That's very good. Get another spell slot anywhere from that level. Just casually take a lot of damage here.
Yes.
Right.
Sounds fine to me.
Let's cast this on me. Dark skin. Board. Put this.
Yes. Sounds fine to me.
Cast Invisible E.
Yes.
Cast Bard Song. Go.
Hi there.
As soon as you enter this chamber, the door seals shut behind you, keeping your companions out. Looks like Frago did his part and led you here. We've been waiting for you, in fact. It might be interesting to know that we've been... In fact, it might be interesting to you to know. We've been waiting for you, specifically. One of your Harper friends has decided their plans would work better without you, and is paying us a lot to take you out while ignoring the bounty on your Air Genasi companion. Not that it will matter to you very much longer, I suppose. Right. Trade. Alright, let's cast Storm of Vengeance.
Very normal.
Alright, we don't need it. Good. Dragon form. 100. 101 AC. Really didn't even need to use Dragon Form, but just for fun. Take all that. Good. Is this the chest with my money? Considerable percentage of your gold stolen from you can be found here. Unfortunately, it seems the thieves have already spent some of their ill-gotten gains. Alright, well, we didn't get all of it back, but we got enough that I have 2.1 1.5 million gold. Kinda nuts. Back outside.
Well met.
Good to see you come out alive. I was a bit alarmed when the door suddenly slammed in our faces, trapping you on the other side. I somehow managed to survive, however I learned something disturbing. Apparently someone in the Harpers was working with them to eliminate me. What, there's a traitor in the Harpers? That's pretty bad news. Not precisely. Someone working to get rid of me so that they can use you for their plans against Asgulkar without my interference. No doubt someone who believes that's for the best. Well, I'm certainly not going to be interested in working with him without you around, though I guess the plan was to not leave me a choice. Exactly. Unfortunately, it seems we have little choice but to continue working with the Harpers ourselves, but we'll have to tread carefully. Do we tell the Harpers we're working with about this? Perhaps they can find the villain? Perhaps, but we'll have to be careful who we talk to. It's not clear who we can trust. Well, I find it hard to believe that Izado is up to anything sinister, but that Moriel guy we ran into earlier seems really suspicious. I agree. For now, our next step is going along with Harper plans. I'll have to think about what to do next.
What do you want?
I'm disappointed I got cut out of that fight, but if you were able to handle it yourself, it must not have been a challenge. They underestimated me like many others. However, I learned something disturbing. Apparently, someone in the Harpers was working with them to eliminate me. Interesting. It makes a certain sense as they need Zarala for their plans, and you're a dangerous random factor from their point of view. Also, by its nature, it's an organization made up of people convinced they know better than anyone else what is best for the realms, and prepared to take radical action based on such conviction. I would think they might want to eliminate me as well for similar reasons. Perhaps I should be insulted that they apparently consider me less important. I've been working with Zarala longer, so perhaps whoever is behind this assumes I have more influence over her. Definitely a possibility. The question is what to do about it. It seems like we have little choice but to continue working with the Harpers for now. In any case, most of the organization is probably trustworthy, so it would be foolish to abandon useful allies precipitously. That's true. I suppose I would need to decide whether to confront any of the leaders with information, and if so, who. Act with care. It's not clear who we can trust. Indeed. I wonder who betrayed us. I actually have no idea. I guess we'll find out next chapter. The Tiefling, or was it Asado?
Enough! I can.
Ashkel. I didn't realize I had this on. Do I actually not have any potions of bull strength? Shocking. Alright. Rosado. Look at that gold. That is crazy. Still challenge rated impossible, huh?
Hello.
I hope the quest to slay the dragon and obtain its hoard is going well. Once you've taken care of that, you can... Okay, yeah, I've done that. Good. Things are going just as I planned. How did that happen, I wonder? Never mind. I mean, of course things are going according to plan. And now, where was I? Oh yes, you have 750,000 gold. Now that I have that, as demanded by our double agent, the next phase of the plan can be implemented. I'll take the gold and give it to the agent, who will see that a hole is opened in the ranks of the adventurers guarding the way to Candlekeep. I'll be heading to one of those mercenary camps right now. You can follow a little later and meet me there. Okay, let me mark on your map. Very well, I'll follow and tag along. I need to make contact covertly. Once you show up, you should be able to proceed immediately on the Candlekeep, and it might not be possible to return here for a while. Though you may have little time to attend any lingering matters in this region, make sure you bring the book you need to get into Candlekeep with. Also, you'll pass by the town of Baragos on the way, but you'd best avoid it. According to reports, many of the hunting adventurers seeking you are staying in the inns there, in addition to those searching the countryside or guarding Candlekeep. Hopefully we can avoid those. Alright. Prepare for your departure. Well, we had 2.15, now we have 1.4 now. Still pretty freaking rich. I don't remember if there's a fight before we get to Candlekeep or not, but we'll see. Go to Candlekeep. Adventure Hunter. So we finally found the notorious criminal Zarala Gulhader and her henchwoman, Caddy. The other adventurers were laughing at us, saying we'd be inexperienced fools, but they'll be singing a different tune when we bring in your heads and claim the huge bounty. These fools richly deserve the death their stupidity will soon bring on them, though I hate to waste my time on such unworthy foes. So now I'm a notorious criminal. Well, I did want to become famous, though this isn't exactly what I had in mind. With all the money we're going to get from this bounty, I'll finally be able to afford a sword with a magical enchantment. Then we'll be on our way to becoming one of the greatest adventuring parties ever. Look, we're not actually the criminals that you've heard about. That's slander being spread by Zakar and his allies. I'd really prefer not to kill you for being young and foolish, so why don't you just stand aside? Don't think you can bluff your way out of this. Think about this, though. Does everything you've been told about us actually make sense? And to the extent that it does, think. And to the extent it does, think of the people more powerful than you who failed to apprehend us. Perhaps your words have swayed him, or perhaps he's finally noticed how powerful you appear. Whatever the reason, the inexperienced adventurer before you rethinks his plans. You know, now that I think about it, some of the things we've been hearing about you don't make a lot of sense. Maybe we should be looking into this Sakar guy instead. Or maybe fight some gnolls or something. Anyways, since you appear to be falsely accused, we'll let you go. I'll even give you this thing as a token of goodwill. Seems that it's magical, but none of us can use it for some reason. Okay. What did he give me? Oh. None of us can use it for some reason. Alright, as we were saying, to Candlekeep. Mercenary Adventures Camp.
Hello.
Ah, you've made it here, good. As you see, the double agent I was working with is actually a former companion of yours. Perhaps why she was so willing to betray her former comrades for your benefit. Anyway, she's going to assist you in getting to Candlekeep, so you should talk to her about that if you haven't already. You should now be able to get to Candlekeep without too much trouble. Finally, but what are you going to be doing more in Candlekeep? Well, we can't be sure what our next move will be until you find out how to reforge the Sword of Zafad. Hopefully you can find that out at Candlekeep, but until we know what it entails, well, let's just hope it's something that can be done anywhere. At any rate, at some point you're going to want to return to Kalimshan to fight Asgard there, stopping the Tanari being the main point of all this. We and the Harpers have been looking in a way to get back there, so that should allow you to get around any guards and bounty hunters, and so forth. And that should be quick and easy to boot. We've had some success in doing that. Have you heard about the Alcaster Mage School? No. It was an academy for study of arcane arts established in this region by the conjurer Ulcaster, only to be eventually destroyed by rival mages from Kalimshan. At any rate, some of the Harpers found and reactivated a portal in the school ruins that connects the ruins underneath Kalimport. Not sure if the school itself made such a portal or if the Kalashite mages who destroyed it set up or repurposed a portal so they could get home easily. But there it is. While you're heading to Candlekeep, I'll be going to the Alcaster ruins to check it out. You can meet me there when you're done at the Candlekeep. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Hard to believe I'll be returning to Kalimport. It's been a while. Exactly what our next plans are depends on what you find out at Candlekeep. We're hoping that you can return to Kalimport and resolve this situation without too much delay. Whatever the case, though, you can meet me at the portal to consult you on your next step. Oh, and keep in mind that Oldcaster Ruins aren't that far from the town of Baragos. You should still avoid that place. Plenty of bounty hunters there. I've avoided them so far. If all they're doing is drinking in taverns, they'll never collect a bounty on me. For now, I'm on to Candlekeep.
What now?
Hey there, Caddy. We meet again. Chalez? So you were the agent Izado was talking about. How did you end up here? I'm a mercenary after all. Naturally I was going to hear about the bounty offer, but I had fun working with you before, so I wasn't too keen on killing you. I knew there were Harpers working against whatever's happening in Kalimsham, so I contacted them and told them I would switch sides, provided of course I was compensated for the bounty. I'd rather not kill you, as I said, but I do need to make a living, so I wasn't going to let you live for free. So here we are. Well, I'm glad to have you on my side again. You're... He spelled her name wrong here, right? Chalez? Caddy has talked a little about your adventures together. Nice to meet you. But more important than our reunion is that, thanks to me, you now have a chance to get into Candlekeep. The group of adventurers I was working with wasn't expecting a double cross, and as you see, I managed to kill them in their sleep. It's torn a big hole in that cordon that was meant to keep you out. Our path has been cleared. Averted by the methods of a coward and a weakling, not by an honorable combat. Is no one going to say anything about that? No, they're the methods of someone smart. It's a good thing we met up again, Caddy. If rude idiots like this are companions now. He has his uses. Are there any other obstacles? Unfortunately, these weren't the only adventurers guarding the path to Candlekeep. There's another group a little way to the northwest. I wasn't directly also working with them, so they didn't trust me as much as these, and they're never all asleep at the same time, so I didn't think I could sneakily kill them all by myself. But all of us together should be able to quickly fight through them and get to Candlekeep before the dragon shows up. Well, it's supposed to be the ultimate defense. There's a blue dragon named Kratch Vrartaz who's been regularly hovering around. I hope he shows up. I've a score to settle with him. I sympathize with that attitude, but this isn't just any dragon. He's not just as powerful as any of those critters would be, but also allegedly has some super regeneration item. Or something that makes him almost impossible to kill. Probably best to avoid him if we can. May not have a choice either way, of course. At any rate, you need to get the Candlekeep, so let's not waste time and head out now. Though if you haven't talked to Izado, you should. We really trust someone like this, though I suppose we're not really in a position to turn down any help we can get. I don't think we really need the assistance of someone like this. Though if she wants to challenge me over single combat, over which one of us gets to guard Zarella, that might be interesting. We've no time for something like that. If I may interject, Chelly's here has already made a deal with the Harpers, so she will be working with us one way or the other. We've decided accompanying you would be the most helpful thing she could do. I'll be following along whether you want me to or not, so you can just get moving. Fine with me, let's go. Alright, can you use your full strength on me? Collect all the free loot here. There we go. Map too. Oh, that was for the idol. We don't need that anymore. There it is.
You're in for it now. Yeah.
There, it's done.
Alright. Okay, onward. Can we rest here safely?
Enough. I can carry no more.
No. No. Just checking.
Follow Follow me.
Alright, to Candlekeep.
Come with me. Fair enough.
Rogue Blackguard.
Come with me.
Finally at Candlekeep.
Fair enough.
Well met.
Seekers of knowledge are welcome here at the Library of Candlekeep, provided, of course, that they prove their devotion to scholarship by donating a tome of great value to our library. I have such a tome. He briefly puts on a monocle, presumably an enchanted lens used to confirm the authenticity of books offered. He appears to be satisfied. That's the historical memoirs of Sandar Catapin. We've seen reference to it and quotes from this in other works, but the library currently has no complete copy. This is indeed a worthy donation for which you have our gratitude. More practically, perhaps you will now be permitted entrance to the library, where you'll be free to study some of our collection. He makes the signal and the gates open. We're finally here. I can hardly believe it. Lots of studying ahead for me, I suppose. This place looks like a bore. Would it be acceptable to challenge the guards to fencing matches? Not really my kind of place, but given how few people managed to get in here, it'd be nice to have bragging rights about that. Probably at least a few books that are interesting. Enter. The library itself is in the center of the compound and should not be difficult to find. There's also an inn in the northwest section of the compound where you can rest during your stay. In the northeast, where there's a temple dedicated to Agma. Yeah, right. Go to the inn. Northwest section. Candlekeep Inn.
Hello there.
We got this merchant.
Enough. I can carry no more.
Swap some of this stuff on here. Also, this was the guy that worked at that store.
Yes.
Can you do Bard Song? I got 40 appraise. Sarala, these are better than yours. Buy these, right? Yeah. Equalizer +5. Heavy Flail of Flame. Cloak. Work Scale. Cloak of Fortification. We'll sell. Purple Dragon Knight Amulet. Back. Oh, he's out of gold already. Okay. Desert Wind +5. Alright, let's see what we can buy from this guy. If I didn't turn this in, I could have got... Well, we'll just drop it now. Yeah, this belt upgrade.
Enough! I
Whip.
can carry no more.
+5 strength, +5 con. Wondrous winter boots. %, cold immunity, 10 cold resist. Lose 2 points of con. Might be worth it though. +5 wisdom, +5 charisma. Protection +6. This guy's got good stuff. Fortification +5. And wisdom +5. See what we can sell here. Historic helm +5. Give her that. So the Sun Soul +5. Can't sell that item apparently. Alright, let's see. We've got Mantle of Wisdom. She does not have a cloak. Could give her this. Then it already gives a +5 deflection bonus, so we could just give her the resistance cloak. Also give her. I'm going to sell a Shadow Druid ring. And that. This. Boots does he have? He has the Wondrous Winter boots. Those for now. What does he have that I would want to buy? Or what would she need here? Can I have an extra one of those rings? Wear that, just have 4 more saving throws. Technically, she could have this on too. More saving throws. Zarala, let's get her gear. This is an upgrade for Zarala for sure. Does this give deflection bonus? Giving her the Ring of Royal Will +5 would be beneficial. She can use this, which is 1 more saving throw, but not that big of a deal. As far as shields go, Shield of Strength, Greater Bladesinger shield, slightly better. Pretty much the best gear she can get. For Gerard. Gets haste from his armor anyway. Aim with all this gear. And he could have a better cloak. He has nothing giving him deflection bonus that I can see. could give him this. Maybe he does actually have something giving him deflection bonus. Who's giving him the deflection bonus? Oh, maybe this. Oh, that. Well, he's got that now. And I think Scarab Protection is better. I can just give him Bark Skin. And as for me, I guess this is... I don't think there's much else to buy. We're pretty geared. I could buy her a Scarab of Protection.
Hello there.
Be like all my gold. Sell that. Shield plus. Wait, which? What? I've had a +5. I did not mean to sell that.
I can carry no more.
Realized I had a +5 version of my shield. Not have been using that. Let's buy this. Okay, so she has that. I think at this point, monk enhancements. This. Heal, push and heal. Alright, I guess we're good. Let's talk to this guy and rest.
Can I help you?
Like a room. Thank you. Yeah, so these guys are all pretty much here now. The only thing I could possibly buy off that vendor would be like the cold resist boots, but like these are good enough. These already give me con. Everyone's pretty much got the best loot I could get them. Go to the Candlekeep Library.
Come with me.
Technically, this is better. However, the other one gives me saving throw, right? Yeah, never mind, we keep that on.
Greetings.
Teth Toril. Greetings, Seekers. You would be Zarala Galhader in the party. I am Teth Toril, first reader of Candlekeep. What do you know of us? The other man standing nearby interjects. So these are the new visitors you were talking about, Teth Toril. They're wanted criminals in some nation, and some of them certainly look disreputable enough for that. I'm not convinced they deserve any kind of special treatment, though one of them is an Azamar, so perhaps their infamy really is undeserved. He addresses Shell as, Greetings, my lady. I often invite distinguished visitors to the library to dine with me. You would certainly be welcome to do so, perhaps tonight? Well, I'm working with Caddy here, and you aren't exactly making a good impression. Maybe I'll think about it. Who are you, and why are our affairs your business? I am Ulrond, keeper of the Tomes, head of this library. You would be well advised to treat me with respect, starting by realizing that you should be answering our questions, not your own. These are our guests, Ulrond, whether you like it or not, so you should really be more courteous. I do not think this is the time or place to continue our own debate either. He turns back to you. As for how we've heard of you, well, there is a dragon flying around near the library looking for you, and bands of thuggish adventurers demanding to know the identity of any who try to enter the library. We've also heard events at Kalimsham you have some involvement with. Some among us have contact with the Harpers as well. Seems we're becoming rather well known. In short, I'm aware that your primary reason for coming here is to read the book written by Darzeth Shemal on the Sword of Zafad. In hopes of doing so, we'll reveal the means to reforge the weapon and eventually use it against the mighty Tanari Azgulkar. I've taken the liberty of getting the book out, as well as a number of other things on related topics. Thwarting Azgulkar's plans is of interest to most everyone on this plane, after all. In any case, it is our job as librarians to assist those who come seeking knowledge. Well, that seems helpful, thank you. It's good to hear. I guess it's time for me to do some studying then. Indeed, due to your bloodline, the task of reforging and wielding the sword must fall to you. A heavy responsibility, I fear, but come with me and I will give you what assistance I can. The books you seek are on the table nearby. He turns from Zarala to the rest of you. It will likely take us some time to get through the materials I gathered. The rest of you are free, of course, to go about the library reading what you wish. I suggest you avail yourself with the opportunity. Wrong? We have many books of interest for both adventurers and in general, and druids in particular. Very well, Teth Toril, I'll let you handle this as you wish. For now. Go ahead and take the Janazi in charge. As for the rest of you, you have the usual privileges of guests in the library, but we're keeping an eye on you. I expect as it will take a day or so to study what should be done with the sword. Please browse the library in the meantime. I'll see you later. Alright, so now we just go and read all the books. Books down here. They're upstairs. There's some down there. Let's just keep reading all this. Get all our free XP. Some over this way too. See how much XP we get. There's no books in this area. Okay, that was 3,000 XP. This must have been the druid one. 6th floor now. Okay. This is actually quite a bit of XP. Really matter. Which one of those we read? Okay. How many more books are there? This might be the last one. Yeah. Is there on top? What's this? I mean, we got a lot of XP there. Pretty considerable amount. I don't think we're gonna level again, but
Greetings.
Well met.
this is great. I now know exactly what I need to do to reforge the sword. The Darzeth guy didn't just give a history like everyone else I'd read up to that point. He actually explains the technical details about the sword. I guess he himself was some sort of arcane caster, and not just a historian. Anyway, I know what spells to perform, and I have most of the reagents I need, since we got them from that aboleth. The process is mostly magical, but not entirely, so we'll need some smithing equipment. Tethtoril has agreed to let me use the Candlekeep smithy for that. But there's only one thing I'm lacking at this point. What would that be? Well, to complete the magical spell, I need something connected to a mighty extraplanar power entity, but such things aren't easy to come by, especially since apparently not just any entity would be compatible with the sword. Something connected to a power, that sounds pretty vague. What exactly do we need to get here? Well, a body part or something like that would work. As I said, not easy to get. However, we might not have to. Tethtoril here thinks he can supply us with something suitable. Oh, you have something here at the library that could be used for this purpose? Yes, the blood of a ball spawn. Perhaps you've heard about the ball spawn, since they ended up causing a great deal of trouble in the vicinity of Kalimsham and Tether, where you come from. Children of the Tao dead god, who were sired as part of a plot to bring about that deity's rebirth, as he apparently foresaw his own fate somehow. That was averted by, well, it's not really important right now. What matters is that we actually had a couple ball spawn who were raised here at the library as children, adopted by one of the monks in hopes he could teach them to overcome their dark heritage. What's important for our purpose here is that naturally children will get skin, knees, and such, and there were some here who knew what they were, and that their blood might have magical uses. So some of their blood was taken and preserved. To make a long story short, yes, that is exactly what was done. Using this blood in addition to other reagents already required should allow Zarala here to cast the spells to reforge the sword. However, despite that defeating Azgulkar would seem to be in all our interest, Ulrint has not authorized the release of the blood to you without payment of a sort. According to his decree, which we readers must abide by, you are only to be given it in return for performing a service. Of course, things would not be that easy. What are we expected to do? Beneath Candlekeep is an extensive warren of catacombs where many past readers were interred. We've often had problems with undead infestations and the like there. But recently we've had an infestation of unusual severity. A large number of extremely powerful undead have taken up residence in the catacombs. We've sent parties of watchers and hired adventurers to clear them out, but they were forced to retreat. These are no common undead, it seems. You, however, are a druid of exceptional power. Perhaps you can succeed where they failed. It's likely that whoever is behind this infestation is an enemy of mine anyway. Hard to believe it's just a coincidence that happened just as we were showing up, and at a time when the library is surrounded by powerful adventurers and creatures after us. I agree that it's very unlikely to be the case. In any case, Ulrent has refused to make the bald spawn blood available until you've done this. I'll do it. Undead are an offense to the balance of nature. Find the entrance, go to the back of the library, and head down to the small room below. I've sent word to have the door unlocked. While you are doing that, Zarala and I will go to the smithy. Very well. Alright, let's go kill some undead. We're gonna use the blood of the main character of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 to make this sword. Pretty cool. Like the references. Alright, let's buff up down here. Oh, now we'll buff him too. It's going to be a little bit harder since we don't have improved invisibility now. Let's see. Equip. And vitality. Alright. We're all buffed up. Go kill all the undead here. Might be able to dragon form most of this place. Might actually try that. Strong undead. Actually, I guess that guy is. Not the other one. This way. Got down here. Got the reader.
Hello.
Hello, you must be new seekers of knowledge, come to visit the library. I must say that it's nice to see some dragon people like you here. A lot of the recent visitors I've seen wandering around are ghouls or skeletons or similar monstrosities. The libraries standard are not what they once were. At any rate, is there any particular book you're looking for? You realize you're a ghost. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just looking for a copy of The Bell in the Depths, though I was reading. I seem to have misplaced it somewhere. If you come across it, let me know. We can't fit through this door. See if I can get them to come in here.
It can be done.
Cursed Swordsman is kind of destroying Shalez. Not gonna lie. Well, I can just take this. Back to Rogue. All of them? Oh, there's a bard in there. Just dispelled so much of my stuff. Let's see. Where's her? What do you need a spell from me? Premonition, Cat's Grace. That's it. And that's because those were cast from my armor. They're not high level.
Follow me.
Kill these guys. dark skin on her. Here, let's cast this. Now the shapeshift. 66 AC still. Does make you miss the Bard song.
May the darkness claim you.
Yeah, everyone can mute.
It can. May the darkness claim you.
Surprised that's even any of these. Did give her out fire damage, right? Yeah, I did. Her mace is pretty cracked.
It can be done.
Alright, now he's gotta kill these undead. Just run at this spell sword. Of course, he did get that acid shield up instantly. I'll cast some Storm of Vengeance.
Follow me. Enough. I can carry no more.
I can in fact cast this. Should finish a lot of them off. skeleton chieftain. I don't know where he died at.
May the dark
Here I can just come out, summon another one.
may the darkness cling you.
All these baby skeletons. There's the book that ghostly reader needed. So far away, I don't know if I even worth going to him. I know he's gonna give me some shit reward. Over there now. We don't care about that. Lots of death attacks everywhere. Here, it's just kind of scary. Okay, that one's dead. Or what buff I just lost. I loot the thing in here. There we go. Constitution. this. Pretty sure there's like one more money or something. It is. I got turned? That guy turns elementals? Really? Yeah. You wanna reset. Damn, I never... He turned me as an elemental. How long does this last? Let me see. Neverwinter Nights, turn, undead. The duration of the forced flight is 5 rounds plus 1 round per the turner's level. 5 plus 1, so... Wait a minute, but this is gonna take so long. Yeah, I'm gonna be turned for like several minutes at this point. I don't want to reload that save. How far is this save? I feel like this is far. I'm just gonna console off the turn. I don't want to reload. Just trying to save us some time here. My fault for not saving the game more often. Let's rebuff everything. Mission. Vitality. Yeah, that was gonna be 36 seconds for like probably like 35 levels. So like we were gonna be turned for like a long time. So, note to self, the mummy can in fact turn elemental. You guys are weak to fire. screw it. We'll just load this save. Even though this is so long ago. Actually, it's not that long ago. It is just like down the hallway. It didn't feel right to use the console there. Alright, well, load this since we got turned for 17 minutes or something. So, note to self, when we get down here, don't go in elemental form. She dead. Okay, she got melted. I'm shocked that he could turn evil, you know, because like I'm level 34. That turn evil was like based on the hit die of your opponent. Actually wild. Alright, let's see. Correct. Again, I forget to loot this thing. Okay, when we go in there, we cast Grease.
Wait here a moment. Follow me.
And to be honest, yeah, we'll use dragon form in here. Don't tell me this guy's like turned dragon or something. I think he's still gonna die. Yeah, this room is way harder. I'm killing myself on this acid. Alright, let's see. I got blinded. Dude, these things are OP, man. Put expertise mode on. They're gonna get hit though. mean, what I could do... Dude, I'm not loading this again. Why do I not save? I'm gonna say, I could run in and just do a full heal on everything, but... right now... We just gotta wait for this blind to wear off. And they resisted harm or something? I don't know how I resisted that. This doesn't hit me. Yeah, I'm not blind anymore. Just lure them in here. From the vengeance. Grease. For vitality. Dragon form again. This is the hardest fight of the whole fucking chapter, man. He just keeps full healing. This is crazy. Dude, this thing full heals too. Maybe I just run in the other room, res everybody. I think that's what I'm gonna do. My god. These guys absorb like 20 points of physical damage, more than that even. This.
Follow me.
Kill this monk.
May the
ridiculous to kill. Thank God. Where's the last one? Room were we just in?
For glory!
Die as you must!
It can be done.
Oh, he got turned? That's right. Now, why does he get to attack when he's turned? God, that was the most painful
Come with me.
fight. Took longer than like every room in here combined. Candlekeep Caves. A bunch of Bodaks. I'm having to make will saves versus death here. You know, just in case. Death Ward. Hopefully I drank that. I did. There we go. there's not any more monsters. There might be one more. I don't know. Adventure Hunters. I don't have any. I might use a rune here, to be honest. Might seem like somewhat of a waste, but I don't have Storm of Vengeance. These guys are just gonna die. I go in there. Death ward on everybody. There we go. Run in here. Cast Storm of Vengeance. Now Dragon Form. Okay, they all. Okay. Let's not even send them in at all. You
Wait
guys
here a
can
moment.
just hang out.
Take that!
Cast Grease now. Zone hold. And see if we get this cast off. Dragon form. There we go. Now we can send our team in. Take this guy, he's almost dead. There we go. Much better. Linda Talar. Alright, let's cancel this.
Yes?
So it appears you fought your way through the undead servants I raised, as well as the adventurers I brought here. Unsurprising given the other foes you defeated, but you will be no match for the powers you will soon be going against. Perhaps you should reconsider the path you are on. After all, no one cares about you in particular. It is your Air Ganassi companion who is the problem. You're one of those adventurers who's working with the Zakar, Gemarat Corps group. It seems you've already been having your undead minions spout similar advice to what you offer here. And now that you've had a chance to answer the questions they posed, so tell me, are you content to serve as a disposable pawn for the Galhatter family, or the Harpers, or whoever else is working against us? You have no independent plans of your own? My current allies are working towards a better balance than you lot. I suppose it would make sense that someone like you would think that. A pity. Perhaps we are fated to be enemies, or perhaps this is part of the problem. Do you believe the prophecies predicting Azgulkar's defeat? Do you think we are slaves to fate with no power to alter it? I and my comrades do not. We fight against slavery in every form. There is always a way to overcome such things. But perhaps you do not believe that. Do you think you have no choice to do as you do? Perhaps some things are fated. Certainly some things outside our control, but not all. If nothing else, the meaning of a prophesized event can be changed by what we do. Not that it matters here, as I have other reasons to oppose you. So you do not want to join our struggle against fate, but what about the other forms of slavery, such as the literal one? Among other brutalities and tyrannies practiced by the people who currently rule the nations of Faerun, do you have no problem with that? Are you seriously claiming to have altruistic motives while working with a demon planning to spread death and destruction throughout the plane? The Tanari Azgulkar is simply a means to an end, like a weapon or a spell. His spreading destruction to corrupt and tyrannical nations will just clear the way for something better to emerge. So you hope to use the demon for your own ends? In reality, he's the one using you and will betray you in the end. Only fools think they can outwit fiends at such games when they have millennia of experience. It seems that we cannot come to an understanding. That is unfortunate, especially for you, of course. I may not have been able to stop you, but more powerful foes await you. You slipped by the dragon once, but he will not let that happen again. You are doomed when you leave Candlekeep, though I will regret the loss of one who might have been a valuable ally under other circumstances. It's indeed unfortunate that I'm forced to kill you now. I would have liked to end things otherwise. You won't find me so easy to kill. I have seen you defeat my most powerful undead minions, and I know I could not defeat you on my own. But that is hardly a surprise given your exploits so far. I've prepared my escape long since. I guess this is goodbye. Below the walls. So you are Cattiers, I think? I'm supposed to kill you, I think. It's all so confusing. What happened to me? Why am I here? You are the corpse of someone who drowned, now raised in an undead state. I expect that necromancer meant you to be another opponent for me, but she's clearly an unusual type of undead that she hasn't mastered raising. So you didn't come out as she expected. Guess I can detect some of the errors she made from the magical aura around you. Interesting. Oh, so I'm undead now? That makes sense. I remember falling from the ship into the waves and then nothing until that demonic-looking woman appeared and started giving me instructions. But I don't really want to kill you or anyone else like she wanted. I feel a strange compulsion to try, though. I'm resisting it for now. What should I do? What kind of existence can I have in this state? I mean, as a druid, I should say this. You're an unnatural perversion that must be destroyed. So you mean to destroy me, then? Yes, you are alive and I am undead. It could be no other way. But I can resist no longer. I will not go without a fight. Immediately to the library. Oh yeah, we need to go to the smith.
Come with me.
Right over here. We've begun the process of reforging the sword. I will release the ball spawn blood needed to complete the process if you can report success in destroying the undead below. The undead have been destroyed and the necromancer unleashing them, who is indeed one of our enemies, has been driven off. Our own scouts and scry has already confirmed as much. You have met the conditions all laid down, and he has reluctantly agreed to authorize use of our supply of blood. As such, Zarala can now proceed with the final phase of the sword's reforging. It should be a useful weapon in this conflict. I like the sound of that. I agree with that, but I should really concentrate now. She commences the casting of a sort of spell centered on the broken sword. It's done? Yes, the sword has been reforged. Quite powerful too, as advertised. Make sure you take some time to practice with this new sword and get a feel for it. You can't rely on magical enchantments alone. Maybe we'll get to see it in action soon. We'll know if it lives up to the hype before that. Yes, it appears to be a most impressive magical artifact. I am proud to have played a small hand in forging it, and in what I hope will be the future role in thwarting Asgopar's plans. I expect you will soon need to move on from here to address the threat of the Shinari, though if you wish, you are welcome of course to stay longer at the library. I fear you will face great danger when you depart, particularly from that powerful dragon. I suggest you read some of the books we have about fighting dragons. You'll find them in the northwest section of the first floor. Also, I fear that this is the last bit of help I can offer you. The next step is to meet up with Azado at the Oldcaster School ruins. My home as well. The circumstances of my departure will have made me a lot of enemies, of course. Enemies you had already, I suppose, but we will face them together and prove our superior might. We'll stop Asgopar's plans. Alright, let's go ahead and pick out the Sword of Zaphod. 2d4 electric, 2d4 sonic, immune, cold, electric, sonic, elemental +8, outsider +8, freedom, defense. Yeah, I mean, this thing's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's
Can I help you?
grab a room. And also, let's sell our gear. This is probably our last time we're going to be able to do this.
Yes.
Identify.
Hello there.
I'll give her this. She should use that for good. Alright, let's go rest and then the final fight of the mod. Wait, nope,
Come
nope.
with me. Fair
It
enough.
can be done.
Alright, let's rest here. And there was a book of dragon slaying, I think. We can go read real fast. I don't think we read it the first time, so that buff should still be available.
Come with me.
It was in the northwest section on the first floor. Maybe go that way, not this way. Did we read? Let me check if we read this book. So, I don't know if we got everything on the first floor. Didn't do this bookshelf. Okay, so my henchman will have a +6 weapon versus dragons. There we go. That should help.
Well met.
Alright, let's go. Ward. The guy from chapter 3. Greetings, Caddy. It seems we meet again. Ward, I didn't see your body among the others and figure you survived the sort of Valkyr's destruction, but what are you doing here? I was thrown into the water when that great blast of lightning destroyed the ship. Somewhat wounded, but that was no problem since I had plenty of healing potions on hand, and on ship my gear was all in stuff that I could either swim in or easily discard. I eventually made it to the shore, far from where the ship went down, and still later found the wreck, as did a few other survivors. I actually assumed that you were dead, as the dragon was targeting you specifically. No idea how you managed to survive that after I heard you No idea how you managed to survive, though I later heard that you had. Fled into the Underdark, it was quite an adventure, but that still doesn't know what you're doing here. A bit of a tale behind that as well. I'll try to keep it short. Naturally, I was quite distressed to lose my ship and most of my comrades. I must admit I was rather rashly swore vengeance on the dragon responsible. Perhaps foolish of me, but even on cold reflection, it would surely be good to bring such a dangerous evil creature to justice, would it not? For that is what I set out to do, though I soon realized that would not be so easy. Indeed, I've heard people warning me that the dragon is invincible. He is a quite powerful dragon, as I learned when I began my quest to bring him down. And as you have perhaps heard, he possesses an artifact with powers of healing and regeneration that is supposed to render him effectively impossible to kill. That is just the worst of it, of course, as dragons cannot be easily killed in any event, but if it were not for that, someone as powerful as you, Caddy, would have every hope of taking on Krakshtavar and winning. Once I learned of this artifact, I set out to find a means of countering it, and eventually I found one. He holds a battle axe aloft. That axe, what's so special about it? Took me some doing to find this weapon. It's a powerful curse that can disrupt healing and regenerative magic. It will eventually break the power of that dragon's artifact and most likely weaken him in other ways as well. Once that is done, it will be possible for a sufficiently powerful group of adventurers to slay him. The trouble is that it will require multiple hits, at least 10 I think, for the curse to take effect. I doubt I would last long enough to inflict that many on my own, so I need assistance to face him. When I heard that you were somehow still alive and that dragon was seeking you, it became obvious that we should become comrades in arms once again. Of course, I'd be happy to fight by your side. It's quite a relief to know that a few of our old companions from the Sword of Valkyr survived. To be honest, it's even more of a relief to know we actually have a chance against this dragon. You appear to be a skilled warrior, even if you're not quite on my level. I'm happy to work with someone like this. Are you sure we can trust this guy? I don't know anything about him either, and I don't think the Harpers do. Not that we couldn't use some help to face that dragon. Krakshtavar is near. Let us proceed together. Alright. For our final buff, a people mod. Get death for everyone but her. She has really high saving throws. She should be fine. Mage armor on me.
Yes. Sounds fine.
Invisibility on me. Red. Bard song. Technically, I probably should cast it on him, but I don't trust that his AI is gonna work. So we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna try to get aggro on the dragon ourselves. There he is. Let's run out here, Storm of Vengeance. I guess he's immune to paralysis. Just throw a Reese down. And Ancient. It's a dragon form. Cancel that. Hopefully Cord doesn't die, although he's getting focused, which was not what I wanted to happen. Let's keep focusing this down. How much healing do you have? Where's my inventory? Just a potion of heals. Just tank over there. She died. There's a lot of my potions of heal. Oh, and Ford got stunned. Okay, so we have to res him. Can't actually do anything without him, so. This thing. Oh god. Hopefully we don't aggro all those. Alright, let's see, can we kill this thing? Alright, cancel this. Rod of Resurrection. Resurrection. Bugle of Command. Summon this again. Heal him. Vengeance. Ancient Blue Dragon. Okay, we got 4 hits in so far. Six hits. Flew up. Where'd he go? Hits. We just need one more hit. There we go. 10. That means he can die now. He out of healing. Is out of healing.
None can stand before me.
You get that heal up. Yes. Bring him there. Can't fly now. Jesus, potion of blood. He's a plus 63 to hit.
I will drain you.
God, it started attacking someone else. I just went through all my heal potions that I've stored up for all these chapters. Okay, she's gonna die, probably. Actually shocked she's like hanging in here so much. How do you still have healing? Crazy. Okay, now she's dead. I'm just kind of here as like a bit of a scenery because like these two do all the damage. I'm actually might as well not even be here. I can get aggro on this. Like, am I hitting him? I actually can't tell. I think I had him there, 27. Rala has been doing nothing but drain these rounds this entire time. Alright, he's dead. Did I kill? Oh, I hit him. I'm the one that killed him. We did hit him. Alright, let's res Chalez here. Remnant of his artifact. Dragon blood.
What is it?
I greet you.
Ratchtavar has been slain. At long last, my ship and comrades have been avenged. I feel much the same. Hard to believe this day has finally come. Long felt like an unfinished task letting this dragon get away with what he did. The dragon was always going to be a threat to you if left alive. As the Sword of Valkyrie was transported and protecting you on our last voyage, perhaps my aid here means I have completed a final mission on your behalf. What will you do now? Continue with us and head back to Kalimsham to face Azgulkar? We could use your assistance there as well. He's the one ultimately responsible for what happened to your ship. That's so, but he's probably a foe beyond my limited abilities. What's more, I accumulated various debts and obligations in the course of giving aid to the Sword of Valkyrie's survivors, questing to find the means to defeat this dragon. I must now attend to some of them. You're working with the Harpers now too, and I'm not sure how far I trust them. They've always got an agenda of their own. Perhaps I will eventually make my way back home and see what I can do against this Tanari's machinations. But for now, at least, our paths diverge. Farewell. Alright. Beat the dragon. It took about 20 potions of heal, but we got there. Where do we go now? I think we have to go the road, not this way. Just use the potion to heal. I can avoid fighting these guys. So Zarala, apparently you're some sort of destined champion who's going to alter the realms. I don't know much about you really beyond a few things Caddy said, but it seems rather unbelievable, frankly. Can't really disagree, I find it rather hard to believe myself. It's clear that this Azgulkar and his allies take you seriously though. They're expending a great deal of effort to get you killed, so there's clearly something beyond the obvious going on here. That makes me think there's substance to all these prophecies and that you're actually going to beat this big demon, as they proclaim. Obviously I'm hoping that's the case, but unfortunately prophecies can be really tricky. Yes, I know, which does make me a little worried. I really want to end up on the winning side here. We're doing all we can. Yes, you are. And sticking with you has been fun and profitable so far, so I guess it's a little premature to be complaining. The conversation dies down. To the Academy Ruins. So you're finally here. Azada's waiting for you in the underground chamber with the portal. There's some stairs that will take you a little way to the south. Just so you know, there's some ghosts wandering around here, but they're harmless. Good information.
Come with me. Fair enough.
Can't be done.
Alright, we're down here? Okay. Hard save here.
My greetings.
Greetings, it's good to see you again. Jalar, what are you doing here? Ever since this portal was open, I've been occasionally crossing back and forth from Kalimport to coordinate our efforts with the Harpers here. I've actually been going around this region quite a bit, been involved in the plans surrounding you and Zarala. I suppose it is just the vagaries of luck that we did not run into each other earlier. So what's happening back in Kalimsham? The situation is bad. Azgulkar has by now completely broken free of his prison. The only reason he's not yet embarked on a campaign of slaughter and devastation is that he's made some sort of deal with the authorities in Kalimsham. In the long run, this can only make him more powerful. Actually, if it's keeping him restrained for now, that seems to be a good thing. Perhaps in the short run, but Azgulkar is working in combination with powers ruling Kalimsham, which seems to be what is happening, will be far worse than the Tanari operating on its own. And of course, some people are suffering even though in the short run. Part of the deal appears to be that Azgulkar is to be supplied with a steady stream of slaves he can torture to death to sate his demonic appetites. Suppose that means we need to stop the Tanari as soon as possible. Guess whenever you're ready, you can enter the portal to go to our base in Kalimport. I will be returning there shortly as well. We can discuss our further plans there.
Hello.
So you made it here, and it looks like you didn't just find out about the Sword as a foul, but actually reforged it. That's very good news. I was worried about what we might have to do to reforge it. Learning how it was to be done didn't guarantee the process would be easy or simple, naturally. Yes, the sword is reforged. The The librarians of Candlekeep were extremely helpful and provided everything we needed. The sword is ready for battle against Asgulkar. I just hope I am. You've become a very powerful bard. You'll be fine. I wasn't sure what we might have needed to do for the actual reforging and had some plans for various contingencies. But I guess none of that matters now. It's time for you to return to Kalenport and start disrupting Asgulkar's plans. And you can do that with this portal here that we managed to open. It will transport you to a section of Dark Kalenport where we've set up another base camp. Once there, we can discuss the next phase of our plans, and so go through the portal whenever you're ready. We'll do one final save here. End for now. As soon as we step through this portal, this is the end of the chapter. This portal will take you to a Harper base camp beneath the city of Kalenport, where you can begin planning your next move against the Tsunari Asgulkar. Alright, well, and we'll do it. Your character has been exported and the relevant data saved to the Swordflight database. In mod. Well, there we have it. That was the end of Chapter 5 of Swordflight. So from this point on, really, there's no more content until Chapter 6 comes out. So hopefully that comes out this year. I don't know how long it'll be, but I hope it's soon. That was fun, though. I really enjoyed playing the Druid through the campaign. That was actually a lot stronger than I thought it would be. Dragon form was really OP. It was kind of fun to be the dragon and beat the dragon boss, the green dragon boss in particular. So I was just a stronger dragon than that was. Took a long time to get there, but yeah, we had a nice one level of dragon during this whole playthrough. But yeah, that was fun. So whenever Chapter 6 comes out, I plan to pick this back up. But that might be a long time from now. So until then, thanks for watching this far. See ya.